dropped a huge bombshell when it revealed that Michael Ealy's detective Don Carter is majorly corrupt. The revelation came out when he didn't arrest Drew and Monet for stealing Noma's product, but instead gave them a license to kill as many criminals as they wanted, provide Vince that he needs to commit himself fully to that lifestyle in order to provide for their child. Part 2 will likely explore that dynamic further, so expect a lot of friction from these two. Speaking of tense relationships, Noma, Davis, and Kane are entangled in a dangerous love triangle that's bound to get one of them killed. The question is who? While September might seem ages away, it's closer than it feels, which means if we're going to get a trailer it would be within the next few weeks. We'll keep our eyes peeled for you. It's bittersweet knowing this is the last season premiere for Power Book 2, Ghost, but boy, did they bring the heat for this final run. It's shaping up to be Tariq and Brayden against the world, but considering this is the Power universe, it's probably safe to assume they will throw a few curveballs our way before it's curtains on this special series. Oh, man, the evolution between Brayden and Tariq, it's been a rocky road. It's been a rocky road. Brayden had his situation. They're the only two. Everyone else flipped on them. So, that brotherhood factor will have to play a bigger role this season. And you guys will see that, for sure. When the news came that Power Book 2, Ghost was ending, I'll admit it floored me. Since the ending of the original Power, the continued universe has seen much success. Still, being the first and a direct continuation of the original, Power Ghost has probably amassed the greatest popularity. But they say all good things must come to an end, and the end of Ghost has me wondering what happens next for the long-standing franchise. Tariq found himself in a much different position than Ghost did at his age. While Ghost had to work his way up through adulthood, Tariq was born into money and resources, and even when the money dried up, he used so much of what he learned to find new avenues to succeed. Still, the breakneck pace of this spin-off and Tariq's ascent toward independence once he graduated always felt like the series had a built-in end date in mind. But even so, the series was such a massive success that it would have made perfect sense to continue. However, it's not out of the realm of possibility to see Tariq or others show up on the only other Power Universe series that takes place in the present day. One way to keep the Power Ghost and the legacy going would be to incorporate one or more characters into the Power book for Force World. You may wonder why anyone from New York would find themselves in Chicago. And I would say, why the hell not? I have no doubt the Power writers could convincingly find a reason for Tariq, Brayden, Kane, or even someone like Effie to find themselves in Chi-Town and running in the same circle as Tommy Egan. That would be a way to keep the spirit of Power Ghost alive after a cancellation that's left many fans reeling. The Power universe has always been about continuing the stories that Power began, introducing new ones, and incorporating players from the original series into the spin-offs has always paid off. It would be a crime not to see anyone from that first spin-off again. Speaking of Power Force, with it being the only true extension of the original, hopefully, they are given continued time to grow and tell Tommy's story. Through 2 seasons, it feels like they've only scratched the surface of what Power Force could be, and they have another season to continue building the Chicago drug-dealing landscape and Tommy's pursuit of taking it over. They say Power never dies, and there's no reason why Tommy's story couldn't be the eventual jumping-off point for another spin-off that expands the franchise even further. That could be through a character we already know or one who hasn't been introduced yet. But there's room to continue this universe in the present day if you put enough care into developing a generation beyond Tariq.